Aggies open the season on Friday at 8:30 against USC Upstate at Reed Arena. The game will be streamed on SEC Plus. Coach, you want to give some thoughts on opening the season?
Well, it's exciting to finally get to start playing games. I think we've got a good testing playing against the South Carolina Upstate team coached by a veteran coach in Eddie Payne. This team will be well coached. They won a lot of games last year. They did lose a couple of guys, and I think we'll have all of our guys. Elijah Thomas practiced yesterday for the first time in probably 3 or 4 weeks, and actually did some good things for a little while. So we will be missing Jalen Jones because of he played in 2 scrimmages at SMU a couple of years ago and was penalized by the NCAA 4 games. So it'll give our young guys a chance to play, especially our young big guys early on.
All right, questions, please raise your hand. We'll bring the mic around to you. Start on the right with Gabe.
Coach, what do you think you'll do with the lineup in Jalen's absence, and how much are you looking forward to seeing what some of these young guys can do at the 4 spot while he's out?
Well, we're really not sure yet, but Tony Trocha, he would tell me, has played really well at that spot, and we could play DJ Hogue at the 4. We could play Tony or Tavario Miller at the 4. So we'll kind of wait and see how the week goes and really get a better feel for Upstate and see what the matchup may be defensively and offensively at that position.
On the right side, Aubrey, and then we'll go to KO in the back.
This is kind of a 2-part question, but have you ever been a part of a basketball, season from last season to this season where there's been so many changes in the game? It seems like from the shot clock, the 5-second, the block charge, and all these different things. And, have you ever seen this much change in one season? And how do you kind of prepare for that without knowing for sure how the refs are going to call it early in the season?
It's they've done this a couple of times before, but this is the most rule changes that I can remember in a long time, with the shot clock being reduced and the emphasis on calling fouls, hand checking, and just taking away some physical play in the post. So it's been different already. When we've had officials, we actually scrimmaged University of Utah with Pac-12 officials, and so that was one way. And then we had SEC officials in our exhibition game and in our maroon and white scrimmage, and that was a little bit different, So I just think it's going to take time to see if the officials blow their whistle on a consistent basis and clean up the physical play, the rough play in the post, and freedom of movement, cutting through the lane. But I don't think the shot clock will cause big changes like people think, but just the way how the game is officiated will be the interesting part to see how that develops.
Go to KO in the back and then Brent.
Coach, have you seen significant change with the team early already this year from what they got to do and being so cohesive over the summer?
Not really. It's been a pleasant surprise. We've added 5 new guys and 5 guys that are really going to impact our team with 3 returning seniors and a couple of underclassmen. So Anthony Collins definitely gives us a different look because he's a true point guard who can create havoc on both ends of the floor. He can push the pace offensively. He can push the pace defensively. It gives Alex Caruso some freedom. And just having Daniel House back, I know in the maroon and white scrimmage we saw a really good performance by him, and earlier in our first scrimmage to have a best player, so to speak, to be a go-to guy and who's going to take big shots is definitely something we need. And then our team is just different. We can put 2 or 3 different looks on the floor. We can go big. Our bigs are a presence. Tyler Davis and Elijah Thomas are 5 men who are really skilled and can score around the basket and take up space on both ends of the floor. And that definitely changes the dynamics of our team from the past.
Here in front, Brent, and then we'll go to Scott on the left.
Outside of Collins, who do you anticipate among those newcomers, obviously the freshmen, maybe having the biggest impact early?
It's been every day. It's been different. You know, against Utah, DJ Hogue, you know, had had 20. I don't know if that's a violation, but anyway, if it is, I'm sorry. But he had 20 points throughout the scrimmage. Admon Gilder got double figures. In our exhibition, you could see that Tyler was a presence. On the trip early on, Elijah Thomas was probably our best post player, you know, from a freshman standpoint. And so Anthony Collins probably has the biggest impact, you know, just because he does so many things and can get us in offense and do some different things as far as the newcomers at this point.
Left side, Scott.
Coach, over here, the league emphasized improving the schedule. Are you starting to see the residual of that as the league's improved? And it seems like this incoming group of freshmen and transfers all across the league has really raised the profile of the SEC.
Yeah, our league was much better last year if you looked at our schedule and saw the improvement from that standpoint. We had 5 teams get in the NCAA tournament. We would have been the 6th and didn't do enough to get it done within our schedule. This year, I had planned all along to play a really tough schedule because I knew we were going to be good. You know, it's my 5th year. We got all our pieces. These are all the guys I recruited. There's not a player on our roster that we haven't been a part of recruiting. So I expected to play a tougher schedule. I didn't anticipate the 4 games suspension by Jalen Jones early. And you look at our schedule, and it's really strange. We play Friday, and the next 2 Fridays, we play basically 7 games in 14 days. And so that's pretty a big challenge for our team to take on with 4 teams being at home and then the 3 teams in the Bahamas. So, you know, we're ready for it. You know, this is a team that's equipped for it. We've got 4 seniors. We've got a good recruiting class. We've got some underclassmen who've played quality minutes when you look at Tavario Miller and Tony Trosha and Alex Robinson. So we're excited about it.
Anything else for Coach Kennedy? On the left side,
Yeah.
Rich.
Coach, how's Alex doing, and what do you, you know, with what you said about Collins, what role do you see him playing?
You know, it's Alex Robinson's really trying to find his role. He sprained his ankle. He had foot surgery in the off season last spring and missed most of the summer with pretty much the same injury, maybe a little more severe than Daniel House had. So, you know, he's played off the ball some. We've played him on the ball a lot last year and missing some practice and missing the spring and early part of the summer. He's still trying to catch up. So he showed last year that he's a very good player, very talented. I think he's grown up some and matured off the floor and on the floor. And hopefully you'll be able to see that in his performance.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thank you for
All
your
right,
time.
thank you.